Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, she got a speaker out here. Oh, okay. I got all the gadgets.
Carlos, how's your first taste of the 12s? How's your first taste of the 12s?
It was amazing. This many guys on the first day when, we're still not in pads is, amazing to see, to be so far but yet so close. It's the start of something. It's a lot better than last year, pumping crowd noise through the speakers.
You guys led the league in sacks after you arrived last year, second half. You pretty much got everybody back, and you added Kerry Hyder and Aldon Smith. Where does this group of defensive ends stack up against every other group you've played in your career? Is it the best group you've had?
I've never had an experienced group like this with this many career sacks under their belt. Typically I've been the lead dog, but playing with a guy like Alden, who's always, led the league multiple times, having a guy that's Kerry, having young Puna who's hot. We got a lot of young players and a good mix from a variety of position and a lot of depth. I think we got the most experienced players depth at our position. Normally it's, young players who are aspiring to, be starters, but no, we have starters who are, coming in and taking on roles. So, it's going to be interesting. Day one was a good start.
Why'd you come back, Carlos? What was it decided?
Why did I come back? Once you've experienced a few things, you kind of know what you want. After going what I went through last year and sitting with those emotions and those feelings, the way that the city and the way that this organization welcomed me, took me in, got behind me to give me what I need to just do what I do best and enabled me to do what I do best. That feeling was second to none, and I didn't want to risk going somewhere else to see if that feeling would come or not. I knew I had it here. I knew they wanted me here. And, I'm a businessman as well, so we just worked on the business. And, both of us compromised what we had to make it work.
You said you weren't mad that they cut you initially to sort of make that happen?
I was not mad, but obviously going through all those texts from everybody that cut you, that was an experience that I did not want because, it gave that negative impact as if I did not do what I was supposed to do. Although, the film tells a story. Business is business. They communicated the business part from the jump. That you got to respect that. And that's one of the things that I love here is very clear communication, what we're doing, what they expect of you. And then, they try to get to know you as a person and how they can help you make you better as a man because they know making you as a better man to make you a better player as well. So it's like an all-encompassing approach. Like it's just, I can't, I'm still trying to figure it all out. And I hope Pete Carroll comes out with a book because I would love to run my business the way he runs this.
You got a book.
See, news to me. Is there an audio book? I need the audio book.
How was the NBA Finals?
Win forever.
The NBA Finals was amazing. Seeing Chris Middleton, fight through those 8 years to develop that team and, accomplish the ultimate goal. I was grateful to be there to experience that and see him accomplish that. But, that just motivated me to go harder to get mine. This is year 12, I'm with a new team, and I feel like we have everything that we need here to accomplish it. We just got to go do it. And, it's one thing to talk about it, so that's why we don't talk about it. We come here to work, and we just compete, as they say. We're just going to compete every day, and then once we get that opportunity to play in it, we're going to compete. And when we compete, we can beat the best in the world. So,
Really close? Chris?
yes, he was pretty much Mr. Basketball from my city, and, obviously I'm here for football, so, that story. Yes. We went to different schools, but, we played against each other all through the younger years growing up, and then he went on to a private school, and then that's when he had all those growth spurts because I was always taller than him, and, the rest is history.
Did you ever get the best of him on the basketball court?
No, I was not a basketball player. That's why I'm here, I was not a basketball player. I would have been a role player, somewhat like a Ben Wallace type player if I had to pick a player.
Ben Wallace has rings.
Yeah, I would have been down low, undersized guy down low, undersized according to basketball standards, down low doing all the dirty work, yeah.
Carlos, what was the thought and the reason behind the number change?
The thought and the reason behind the number change. Obviously, in the NFL, 96 became my number, but prior to 96, I was number 8, so I felt like, in my 12th season with being with the 12s and having the opportunity to go to 8 when you didn't have 96 available, obviously out of respect, I felt like it was a sign that it's an opportunity. Year 12 with the 12s, 12 years later or 12 years earlier, I was number 8. So, it just felt right for me. Hopefully it looks right to y'all, and we're going to go play football.
Was 8 a number like going all the way back to childhood, or how did you end up with 8?
Yeah, I had 8 all through high school, so that's been my number. 8 has surrounded my life, if y'all want me to go that deep. There's 8s in my birthday, there's 8s in my license plate. When they pick my random hotel room, it either adds up to 8 or has 8 in it. Like 8 has been, if you want me to go deep, and coincidentally, last year I was 43 and I'm from the 843, so I can go all day. 8 times 12 is 96. Do you want me to keep going? Yeah. I can.
Sorry, what's been your impression of Alden Smith so far?
Well, this is the first that we get to work together. He's going through getting the defense, getting it down, and he's taking coaching very well. He's asking questions. That speaks volumes, but it's clear that, he naturally has been there before. Now he just got to learn how to do it in this system. That's just the curve that I went through, curve that everybody's going to have to go through, and that's why you have training camp.
Did you ever furnish the new place since you got back?
I had a 6-month rental last year. Obviously moved out, came here, still waiting on my furniture to get here. That's a process. Coming from South Carolina, getting to Seattle with furniture is a process, but I went to Target last night, got some sheets and a pillow, so we got something temporary for now, and we're gonna make it do what it do.
What do you think of Daryl Taylor? What's been your impression of him?
Wow, that guy is very explosive. I think he came in really good shape. He looks like he's excited to explode off the tape. I just want to, polish the things that he don't know, because he clearly has the tangibles and the attributes to play in this league. But, football is 90% mental, so I'm trying to give him all the mental information that I can to help him speed up that curve from missing last year.
What makes Puna so effective?
What makes Puna?
Yeah.
He has that built-in leverage, and he's very explosive as well. Seeing Puna last year, it was clear that he was a very good football player. Prior to coming here, I did not know who he was, but as soon as I walked in, the first connection was the Carolina connection, him being from Hilton Head. But then seeing the film, I love the way he plays. I just love the way he plays. He just goes about his work. He's not a talkative guy, as you guys already know. I don't have to say that part, but he plays, he pops off the tape, he's making plays, and he's pretty athletic as well for his size. So he's strong, athletic, and explosive. Like if y'all ever seen him in get-offs, he's typically winning majority of the reps, and that's just pushes you.
Carlos, Jaren's no longer here. What's it going to be like to try to replace that hole? How do you think you guys are going to be able to do that?
Well, we added a whole bunch of depth in every position, so I guess we get to all take a chunk out of that missing pie and tackle it by committee.
Do you think Robert Camdiche can help fill that void?
He has a lot of potential as well. He just has to reel it in. Obviously, he's here for a reason. He's had what he's gone through. Hopefully he takes all those experiences, learns, and uses that to be on the better side of it here. But obviously, you got to go do it.
This team kind of looks and feels more normal, especially compared to last year. Does that help you guys as a team, the noise from fans and just having guys around, being able to see them in person?
Well, I mean, we are the 12, so the only way that we can have 12 is to have the fans. So that is normal here. It's new to me, but it's normal here, and I'm looking forward to experience that all season as well.
Does it actually help you guys prepare or feel more together since you joined?
Well, I don't think there's any stadium that want to walk in that's going to be as loud as the 12s, but personally, I like to feed off and get the fans involved, third downs, big plays, digs coming down, big hits. Imagine that with the fans, how that would have exploded, things like that. I'm just excited because those are the highs and lows. Football is not a solid game with that crowd noise like we were getting last year. There's highs and lows, oohs and ahs, and we get that back with the 12s and the fans.
Anything else? Thanks, Carlos.
Thank you.
Wow.